Hey awesome ones, I'm Heather.
And I'm Bill.
You know, when you're over 50, if you're a dog lover, sometimes the question does come up, should I get a new puppy? And it's not an easy question to answer. So what we thought we would do is this video, hopefully answer a lot of your questions. And also we're going to put a few clips of our little, I wanted to call him a puppy, but he's actually 8 years old, our little Yorkie Hurricane. We're going to have some fun with this and answer a few questions. Are you ready?
It all starts in just a few seconds.
Now, first of all, we are over 50, and having a dog is a huge commitment, and this is our major dog walker right here.
But I love it. I just love it.
And we have kind of a fun kind of clip that we want to show you right now. Bill gets up really early, a lot of times before the sun even comes up, and let's kind of roll the clip right now.
Now it's time to go get the one I love. Hey, Hurricane.
I heard that.
What?
Are you going for a walk?
Yeah, we're gonna go for a walk.
Okay, wait it up. I'll just be a minute. I'm coming with you.
Oh, no.
So even though you walk them 3 times a day, you have a lot of fun, right?
Oh, I love it. And it's not just the dog that's getting a walk. It's me. I love the exercise.
And you take them to a park and everything else. Now, Bill walks the dog at about, like, before the sun's up, like 7 o'clock in the morning, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're fortunate that we work from home. And then around 11 o'clock at night, he's also walking him. And if you are working during the day, hey, you can still have a dog. There's dog walkers out there, but we saw a dog walker yesterday. He had like 8 dogs.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
And when I think about that, like 8 dogs, they're not getting the special love that they need. So if you're thinking, well, I'll just have a dog walker walk the dog all the time, I'm not too sure about that. That's a decision that you have to make. Mobility is a factor, and a lot of times these dogs, you know, they need to run. They need to go for a walk. So even if you're thinking of giving a gift to an elderly parent or something of a dog, these might also be some things to consider. Other things to consider really is the fact that maybe now that you're over 50, going into retirement soon, look 15 years ahead and think about traveling.
True.
You know, one thing that we found out about our dog is he does not like the doggy hotels. We took him for we went away for a weekend. We took him to one of the best doggy hotels. I mean, this place even separates the dogs from the big dogs. Yeah,
the big dogs and little dogs are in separate areas. And
they've got all these couches and things.
No cages.
Yeah, they can jump on. They get all this love 24/7. And what happened to our little dog?
He wouldn't eat. He didn't eat at all.
He, you know, I will tell you the little story about him later, but he was in a cage for 4 months, and I think he thought we abandoned him.
Yeah, oh, poor little guy.
You know, so really you have to think about that. And what we ultimately had to do, and I think this is a good backup plan for you travelers out there, is we have 4 kids. They would all be great with the dog, but only one of them lives close by.
That's right.
And if she is busy at the times that we decide to, you know, go traveling, or maybe she has a new baby or something like that and it's not appropriate, we have to drive 5.5 hours to the other daughter to have her look after them. So those are, we will do it, and we'll fly out of the other city, right?
Sure, but in the nutshell, you've got to pre-plan, do your research, find out if it's a dog that is okay. Some dogs have, what is it, anxiety.
A lot, yeah.
You know, where they can't be on their own.
Yeah. This
So
one does.
research
Ours
the
does.
breed. Research what's best for your lifestyle.
Yeah, because if you're in Paris or London or something, you can't come back in an hour. You know, it's not that easy.
Not
to
yet,
say,
anyways.
You know, I'll come back and get my dog.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's the thought process. The other thought process is if you're thinking of downsizing, you know, you might still be in the big family home, but then all of a sudden you have this dog. It's a big dog. You decided to get a Great Dane or some big dog, and you're like, okay, let's go into a 1-bedroom condo. Not going to work out all that great. And a lot of these condos also, they have those restrictions on the dogs.
Right.
As well.
And if you're not a walker, you don't have time or you don't like to walk a lot, that's another factor. Pick the dog that doesn't really have to be walked that much. Just go out in a yard or outside.
And so those are kind of the things, you know, the things to really consider about not having a dog. But oh my gosh, the love, the unconditional love, and the laughter. I mean, our dog makes us laugh every single day.
Oh, he does.
You know, he's so
he
much.
tells the greatest jokes.
They're all about dogs, but anyway. But one of the things, I have a clip here I want to show you because it's one of my favorite clips of Hurricane and Bill. I swear you guys are soulmates. Maybe one of you was a dog in another life. But
Maybe.
anyway, check this out. I hope it puts a smile on your face. Hey guys, are you going to go for a walk? Are you going to go for a walk to the pet store? What about, hey, are you going to go to the park? Oh, do they have liver treats at the park? Oh, yeah, they do. No, not at the park. They got them at the, never mind. They got them at the pet store and he wants to go. As a wife, I'm totally jealous. So I don't know about you two.
Well, it was just a little head tilting.
Yeah, but in unison, I mean, how does that happen? But most of you have seen how little Hurricane gives us like 400 kisses, and he does. He gives us like 400 kisses a day. He likes to play chase around the house, which is really funny. You know,
Yeah, he just grabs a little piece of a bone and runs, and I got to chase him, and then it ends in me giving him a treat.
He's had the same rawhide, and I know it's still safe for him for probably like 5 years.
8 years.
He won't chase a ball, but he chases around the house. I mean, again, it's just so much fun, so much laughter, so much exercise as well. And, you know, if you've already had a dog, you know, you just can't describe the unconditional love. But sometimes, you know, one of the things you have to do is you have to keep them clean and you have to keep them groomed. But sometimes, I don't know, Hurricane, he looks a little scary. Pretty soon he's going to look like a little rat. Hurricane. He changes his whole demeanor.
Oh, we just got Hurricane out of I was going to say the bathtub, but we got him out of the sink. And now the little rat, and I mean that in a nice way, he doesn't like being wet. One thing about Yorkies, if you own one, you know they just don't like going out in the rain or getting wet. And so he's enjoying being dried right now with the towel. And, well, I wonder...
He's really good right now, but in about 2 seconds he turns into Crazy Psycho Dog.
Crazy
Are you
Psycho
ready to
Dog.
be Crazy Psycho Dog? Hurricane, are you going to be Crazy Psycho Dog?
Wow.
Okay, here it goes. So looking at him like that, you still love him though, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you see what I look like coming out of the bath?
But, you know, the one thing about a dog, you love them unconditionally.
Yeah.
They love you unconditionally.
Yeah.
The kids just love the dog and everything. So you know, it's not just a dog to us. It's really like a member of the family, and we want to just give this dog all the love that he deserves. And what he also gives us back is a little bit of security. You know, he's 6 pounds of trouble, and he jumps on the back of our couch. And man, if there's a squirrel or a mailman or anybody coming out over near our home, he's certainly on guard. And let's take a little look at a clip on Little Hurricane, the guard dog. Now, if you're watching this video and you're saying, yes, I've checked all the boxes, can we make a suggestion to you? Can we suggest that you get a rescue dog?
Oh, yeah.
And these unfortunate dogs, I mean, a lot of them are in cages. Just before you go and say, oh, I want a purebred this or I want a purebred that, and you go off to breeders or a pet store, I want to tell you a little backstory about how we got Hurricane, because I had been a previous owner of 2 Bichon Frises, and they had both lived to be 15 and a half. I love dogs, you know, it was a commitment. I just made sure that I just loved and took care of these dogs. And when Bill and I were together, we were dogless. And we did have 4 kids, so we were pretty busy. One day, the best place to park at this mall was in the pet store parking lot, part of the mall. And you would always park there and run through the pet store and then go get whatever you
they had their own little separate entrance, so it was a little shortcut.
Yeah. So one day, it's getting late, we're running through, and all of a sudden, my eyes, you were already gone to the store, you didn't know what happened to me, but my eyes met Little Hurricane. And he's in this pet store. He's the scruffiest looking, like not even taken care of. He's in a cage with chihuahuas that are biting him, attacking him, like nobody cared. He was in with black poodles that were biting him, nobody cared. And he was, I found out, the only Yorkie left, and there were other dogs in other cages. It was very sad. Like, I just tried not to look at these animals. It was so sad. But I did. My eyes met with Little Hurricane. So what happened was he got out of this little safety of this little blue bed and crawled out, went up to the front of the cage and started doing like his little kissy thing. And I went, oh my gosh, he's trying to blow me a kiss. At that particular time, and you know what it's like in a store, especially a pet store, there's never anybody around to help you with anything. This employee comes in, opens up the top of the cage, and I went, oh, I'm so happy that little guy's going to get a home. She takes a poodle out. I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking at this guy, he's still getting bitten by all these dogs. And I pointed at Hurricane. I went, bring him out. And then Bill comes back. Bill's like, what are you doing? Where are you? What are you doing? I went, hold this.
Yeah. I'm done.
I put Bill in a little room, and he's holding the dog.
Like an interrogation room.
And I go back to the employee, and I said, okay, you know, how much for that dog? She goes, at this point, we just want that dog to go to a good home, so we negotiated something. I go back to Bill, and what did you say?
I said he's given me 425 kisses.
Yeah.
You know, and right away I bonded. I mean, I always loved dogs. I'm a dog lover, but at that time I was practical Bill, you know, who didn't think a dog would fit into my life.
And we still had like 4 kids at home too, but they were all getting to be adults, going to start, they were in university and that sort of thing. So anyway, I consider Hurricane a rescue dog. I certainly do, because he was 4 months old too. Like, if you could imagine like how long that dog was in a cage for with no love, and every day he still gives us 400 kisses.
He does.
But if you go to a shelter, and it's so funny, I was talking to one of my daughters yesterday just about this. She said, Mom, I've decided I'm going to a shelter to get my dog, and I'm also going to get an older dog.
That's interesting.
And I went, wow. And I said, I actually just thought about that, and I wanted to tell everybody, you know, at Awesome Over 50 Inspiration about it, that a lot of these older dogs, maybe they were one of the dogs that somebody moved into a condo.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many reasons, right?
know.
That somebody has to get rid of a dog. Maybe there's a death in the family and the dog doesn't have the owner, or...
No, especially the elderly people. Like, a lot of these elderly people, they have these dogs by their side all the time, and you know, this dog has been there for maybe 10 years, and then the adult children are like, well, I don't want a dog. I don't want to. I'll just take him to the shelter. Somebody will pick him up. Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Yeah. And we've been talking a lot about Hurricane, so let's bring him into the picture.
Aww.
Here he is. Hello. Still giving us our 400 kisses every single day. And I hope this video really helped you. And of course, when Hurricane comes on the scene, we talk about our future videos as well. But whether you're thinking about getting a puppy, or maybe it's not now, it's in the future, the good thing about YouTube and videos is the fact that you can play this video anytime in the future. So then you can sort of go over all the points that we talked about as well. But we want to say a huge thank you to all of you. Woohoo! We've got over 1,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. And we weren't too sure how this new channel was going to work out, but do you think we're going to do more videos, Bill?
I think so.
Of course we are. And what we have planned in the future is how to find some bargains with online shopping. For the Christmas time, we have our 10 awesome finds, what we think are really awesome finds to put on your Christmas list, or maybe you just go out and buy it for yourself.
I think so.
As a Christmas gift. But also, I got myself a new air fryer, which, well, for us, both of us, and I am just loving it when you use very, very little oil. And so I'm going to do a little bit of a review on that. And over in the beauty and fashion channel at youtube.com/awesomeover50, I've been trying an upper lip serum. Sorry, Belle. We do get wrinkly above our lips as we get older. A lot of you know that. So I want to do a review on that. And I've got more unboxing, more packages came in from Amazon. So I want to do a little bit of a fashion show for you about that. But about these little dogs. One thing about a little dog is, like we said, it is it is a really big commitment, but you do get so much more from the dog than you'll ever have to put into the dog. But there also are financial things that you have to keep into consideration, especially
big commitment.
When the dog gets older. But if you do get a new dog and you have checked all the boxes, we want to really wish you all the best. I know you're going to just have so much love, and it's just another way to
keep it awesome.
Keep it awesome.